I have no idea what happened there. Hello? Is it working? Can you hear me now? Weird. That was so weird. I went on a rambling tangent there with this reading. Oh, now I got to figure out what to do. Should I start it over? Are we going to start this whole thing over? I'm not starting this reading over again. I think I'm just going to make it private and leave it up for you guys. I really don't care. Because that's a lot of work. It went on for like a half an hour. Well, thanks for joining back in. But let's finish the rest of the reading because whoever was here, whoever was listening, you got the gist. So basically, the last part I think I was talking about was you had the Five of Swords. It's a risk for you to cut this person off. It feels to me like you might feel like you're being mean or you're being harsh. And in some ways, or in some cases, based on this, it might feel that way, but I don't necessarily think you don't have to be harsh, but I think for you, you may just need to be done with this connection. Okay. I think you're in this, I don't think you want to hurt this person, but sometimes you got to be selfish in order to take care of yourself. You can't just be a doormat. I mean, you don't want to stick around with somebody who it gives you just a tiny bit of consideration that maybe possibly it might turn into something more, right? That's just not good enough for you. I know it's not, right? And I think you're going back to something that you believe, that you want, I mean, maybe you're on a dating site and you were listing as like you were fine with hookups, casual sex. Maybe that's maybe you're living along those lines, but now you're like, no, you know what? No, it's not satisfying. No, the friends with benefits thing, what do I get out of that? That benefits you, mister, not me. Men think about sex every 10 minutes. Women don't, unless they had something happen to them when they were young. So that's not good enough for you, right? So look at you. This is your energy, the sun. You want to be in the light. I mean, look, this is all about your belief system. Look at the top of that card. You see all the different beliefs. You're going back to whatever your beliefs are and doing the right thing for yourself. All right, let's take a look here at the sun. Look at you. 9 of Cups with the sun. Yeah, that's where your bliss is. I'm telling you. Wow, this reading is resonating. It really sucks. It's 2 parts, but hopefully I hope everyone hears this message. Please hit that like button and share this video. You have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is joy, bliss, happiness. This is where your bliss is in that light, in that sun, instead of being down there. The devil can't hurt you when you're in the light. And listen, I'm not saying your partner or the person you connected with is the devil. The devil's always connected to evil spirits or Satan. But you know what? If you were dealing with a man and they were willing to lay down with you and not respect, value, and honor you, but they didn't want to open up to you, but they had no problem opening up his zipper, that's not respecting and valuing you. And that doesn't make that person a demon, but they do have a bullseye on them. And they have, and I talked about this before, they have some kind of little devil sitting on their shoulder that they're paying more attention to than that angel for that healing and that light energy. And let me tell you, that devil energy is contagious, like a virus. I don't think I'm allowed to say it on here, but it's contagious and it can turn your world upside down because you wind up going against your beliefs, going against the things that you know are right and true because the love, and it's not love though, it's dependency. So for anyone here that's really resonating with this, I feel like this weekend is you really taking time to consider, do I even want to return back to this person? Do I even want this person back? Did I even really love this person? And if I did, why? Why was I loving someone who was disrespectful to me or taking advantage of me or not taking care of me? Right? So that's kind of the energy I feel like is playing out here. Let's clarify this devil. Yep, the devil's got the 7 of Cups. Devil never commits to anything. Let me tell you something. The devil has this way about him where he will make promises, things you can't even imagine. The devil will sell. He'll get you to sell your soul. And then when it's time for payment, you get nothing because he's a liar and he's a cheat and he gives nothing, just manipulation and games. And he's a wolf in sheep's a wolf in sheep's clothing. The 7 of Cups is Mr. I've got a lot of options, too many options on the table. I can't commit. I don't know what I believe. I'm not sure where I stand. I'm just going to put on a mask and pretend. That's what some of you, not all of you, have been dealing with. Maybe to a small degree, maybe to a heavy degree. It just depends. But I can tell you right now, that devil energy, you can't trust it. This is going a lot deeper. And you've got the strength of the Page of Swords, but you don't have the strength, of like the Emperor. You don't, you're not strong enough to confront this devil this weekend. If you do say anything, it would probably be done in a way that's petty, that the devil will just look at and say, that's all you got. It wouldn't even be worth, I feel like my sound went out again. It wouldn't even be worth it to confront this devil energy verbally. Can you guys still hear me? Because I feel like my sound dipped out again. Okay, good. All right, so let me just clarify this Page of Swords. I feel like if you've got something that you want to say to this person, because maybe you're going to get some emotions coming up or things like that, you're definitely coming to this place and realizing that it's a good thing you really didn't commit yourself to this devil, and if you did in the past, it's a blessing that it's over, right? Be grateful for that. But if you've got something you want to say, if this person reaches out to you over the weekend or says something, protect yourself, because if you get back into communication with them, the devil energy in them is going to take over and win. And you have some stuff. Look, I don't want to just sit here. I'm not going to do the whole male bashing thing. And majority of my listeners are females. You have been infected with this energy, and you have got to clear this out of your soul. Which is why I was saying this weekend, getting into the light, even just going out into the sun for 15 minutes, getting that vitamin D in you, getting that sun, will do wonders for you, for your mental health, whatever you can do, right? And look, like I said, maybe you weren't in a very extremely abusive relationship. Maybe you weren't involved with someone, or maybe it was, but it was hidden. And maybe this person came across with niceties and things like that, but you could feel deep within you something just was off, whatever it might be. Or if you've questioned yourself, why are they not committing? If you've ever been in this connection with someone and said to yourself, well, what's wrong with me? If you ever asked yourself that question, that's the devil talk that you've been infected with, right? Because if there was nothing wrong with you, you would never ask that. And there isn't, but you're questioning your soul and your spirit. And that's what the devil says. The devil wants you to doubt yourself and question yourself and say, well, what's wrong with me? He thrives on you doubting who you are and not trusting the universe and spirit. He thrives on that. All right, I just want to clarify the Page of Swords. If this reading is too much for you, you can go ahead and click off and yeah, see, you've got 9 of Swords here on this Page of Swords. Any kind of communication you have with this person, if you lash out, or if they reach out, or if you decide, you know what, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind, and you just initiate something, it's going to come from a place of fear and anxiety, and they're going to know it. And they're probably going to thrive in that. They're looking to see, they're watching your person. If you've ended something with them a while ago, or if you plan to do it over this weekend, they're looking to see if you're suffering. They are. And if you react and you reach out and you message them, because the Page of Swords can be very petty in his communication. And if you reach out and message this person in a very petty way, they're going to know where it's coming from. And they'll definitely be kind of enjoying it a little bit, because the message they're ultimately going to get is that you're stressed, you're stressing about them, and they're going to love it. Some of you, I feel some of you may have been dealing with someone who really, like, they have a mental problem. I'm just going to throw that out there. And I don't know who that is, and I think you know who your person is. I think that your person, and I feel like this reading's going to go on a lot longer than, I think your person made it seem like they were really putting effort into this connection, but you weren't getting any further than the Two of Cups with them. They may have told you that if you asked them at one point in the past if you guys are going to be anything, or was going to get committed, or if you're going to recommit or anything like that, they may have told you or communicated to you, or like texted you, or said to you, well, I'm considering it, I might, and just kind of like giving you projected uh, reinforcement, like intermittent reinforcement of love, or making you think that maybe at some point it would be something. But I don't know. I don't trust the energy that I'm seeing here with this person. Some of you, I think they view you as being someone who's very serious about your family and your career and security and safety. That's what you want. And I think that they knew that about you. Maybe you told them that in the past. That's who you're looking for. And I think they kind of used that in a way. But they used it in like a way that's delayed, like further, when I'm ready, further down the line, that kind of thing, And I don't know, some of you went, I gotta say, you know what? Some of you had either like a 3 month, 8 month, 4 months, 10 month, almost a year with this person. At the most, up to like 8 years, possibly, with this connection, or 10 years. But you know what? I just feel like this is really hard for you. This is really hard for you. Like, you know where you need to be. You know that your happiness, your bliss and your happiness is going to come from that sun energy. Your unhappiness, you're not going to get anything from that devil energy. This is not where you need to be, because this person, this how you're viewing them, and it's not healthy for you, because they don't ever commit. They're too scatterbrained, and I don't see them doing that over this weekend. I just see you saying you're done, at least to yourself, going against the grain. So I want to, okay. Oh, there's a message here. Only time will tell. Okay. So here's the thing with that card, is what I'm picking up here. Only time will tell means, look, even as tarot card readers, we don't know. This is more for guidance. I'm pointing out things to you that I think that I'm picking up somebody's energy here that you've known for a while. What is going to happen in the future? Only time will tell. I know for a fact, if you've been hanging on and waiting for this person to change, if you've been supportive and you've been staying around and making yourself available, A, B, C, D, E, and all the way to Z, that was never going to make anybody change or do anything. If anything, you were selling yourself short. When you get to a place where you start self-respecting and valuing yourself and cutting out people, men, and I'm speaking to the ladies, cutting out these guys who do not want to give you more than you deserve, stop hanging on. because you're blocking your blessings and you're allowing them to block your blessings. If you want to meet someone new and you want to be in a healthy relationship, it will happen for you, but it's not going to happen when you keep beating a dead horse with this person, waiting for them to come to their senses. Look, if you're dealing with a man, it doesn't take him all that long to figure out if he wants to be with you or not. And he'll know. And you'll see him like go off the rails crazy for your love. We were talking about that earlier today. That's how that works. And if he has any hesitation whatsoever, that's not your guy. That's not the one for you. So trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And this is what I want to tell you. Okay? You're hanging on. What you've been doing with this person doesn't work. Seems like the only thing that will work is to stop hanging on. If you want this person to, if you need to find out if they're going to, if anything's going to change, you got to let them go. You got to block them. You got to disappear. You got to go live your life. Start living your life for you, and not letting this person take up headspace. If being friends is not enough for you, then cut them off and move on. Okay? So the transformation that occurs in you will extend out into your external life. It's a ripple effect. So you take a look at how you're living your life right now, and you take a look at the people around you. Let me tell you something. When you meet someone who has lost, say they go on a diet, they start eating well, they're exercising, they lose 40 pounds, and then you see them again, and they look so different, and they look so exuberant, and they've lost weight, and they look healthy, and they're happier, and they're better. Does that not affect you or not, or what? Don't you feel like, wow, aren't you inspired by that when you see that? And what's your first question? Well, how did you do that? How'd you lose all that weight? How'd you get in such good shape? How'd you get healthy? What'd you do to your hair? It inspires you, and it starts affecting other people that's connected to that person who made that major transformation. When you make this major transformation in your love life, when you start loving yourself, you start healing from the inside out. You heal from the inside first, and the outside will begin to heal as well. And when you start healing from the inside out, it has an effect, a ripple effect on all the people around you, and even this person. Does that mean they're going to change? No, but they sure probably will forget or regret letting you go, because you'll improve. Because you've been hanging around. They've been swimming there in the pond scum gutter, and you've been jumping in that pond scum with them, and you deserve to be swimming in a Olympic size, very clean pool with some hot swimmers. That's all I'm trying to say. So I feel like allow the transformation to happen. It's scary. It's not something that, you're used to. It's not, you love this person. I get it. You want to be with them. You want them to change. You're hoping and you're wishing. But right now, that's not happening. What is happening, the world is changing, and you got to go with the flow now and start letting things go that aren't working out for you, and start following your beliefs and your core and what you feel is best for you, not what's best for anybody else. So that was just super effing preachy, but I really felt like the way this reading was coming out, it just feels to me like whatever they were offering, these maybes, I'll think about it. I need some time and space. Take all the time and space you need, honey, because I'm out of here. They've had enough time. You've given them enough time to figure it out. So let it go. Move on. Take that leap. You may not know what you're going to jump into, but it might be better than you expect. Right? Okay, that's your reading. Hi. All right, let's see. Do we have anybody that made payments here? What happened to my chat? Why can't I access my chat? Why can't I access my chat? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Hi, everybody. What's up? All right, let's see. All right, Shell wants a love message. All right. So we have Michelle and Rachel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Love messages. Okay, Michelle. Give me a second. I want to, you know what? I'm gonna use my big double fat deck here. All right. Oh, the mailman must be here. Maybe it's my stimulus check. That would be so great. All right, Michelle, you've got the 9 of Swords here. The Hermit. 9 of Swords, the Hermit. Ooh, a little bit of conflict happening here. 5 of Wands. What's going on? Well, you're definitely in your alone time right now, Michelle. I can see that. Soul searching. I feel like it's an energy of like anxiety from the past, and will there be conflict in the future? Or this is somebody else. You know, there's an energy here, especially in May, because I feel like April's a very stressful time right now for love. April, going into May. May into June is a lot of like rethinking the whole thing. You're rethinking something, okay? And, you know, there's going to be some competition playing out going into the summer. Let me take a look and see what the Hermit energy is here. Because I think you're going to be spending some time alone first before you get involved with anyone or anything. All right, Libra energy, Justice. You've got something to say. You're trying to think of how you want to say something. The Page of Swords. This might have something to do with you like being done with the struggle. So there's definitely going to be some communication back and forth. Possibly coming from you to someone who's been quiet or not communicating, or who has disappeared. And it's going to cause some friction. I feel mostly in May that energy is going to play out. There's going to be some kind of argument or fighting or something along those lines. You're giving someone their due karma. You're being karma. You're not letting karma just happen to them. It could be, but you're at the end of some kind of struggle here, because you go from the 9 to the 10. The mental struggle is having an effect on you physically, and you're done with that. I'm also feeling starting up some kind of new gym routine or exercise routine or something coming up soon, Shell. So, yeah, there's no new love. There's still an old situation that needs to get finished. And I feel like you're going to be very sharp-tongued with somebody. Yeah, it could be whomever it is. Yep, there's some truth coming out. And conflict and arguing. It's not good. It's petty though. It's petty arguing here. That's what this is. And the Page of Swords is petty as well. That reading that I just gave could have something to do with that, right? Or somebody who's just been like very toxic or just not good, a bad person, like deceitful, jealous, envious, gossiping, backstabbing, that kind of energy. making promises, not keeping them, leading you down paths that they never intended to go. Yes. Well, there's a truth that's coming out here with the Page of Swords that puts an end to a burden or a struggle with someone who has been distant, is how I feel. And it kind of like, I don't know, there's anxiety from like April or before. There's like this, like, what do I say? Do I not say it? Kind of an energy of like stressing about something. And this actually, like, the truth comes out, and then there's just this person. There might be like people that this person's connected to, that there's like a whole bunch of people that get into like a fight or an argument or something. Defensiveness type of energy, right? So it's very promising. No, it's not. It's not. But you know what? The promising thing about this is that there's an element of the air getting cleared. And, clearing the air is not an easy task, but it's a necessary one. And I feel like there's something here that's coming forward with that. Yeah, it seems like you just gotta like cut. The Page of Swords is like a brand new surgeon who is super excited for his first surgery because he knows he's going to do it well, because he just came out of school and he's had lots of practice and he's confident. He might be a little overconfident in what he's doing, but it feels like you're going to have to take on the energy of like a brand new medical surgeon who just comes out of school and is like ready to go. You just got to cut. I hope that makes sense. Things got to come out into the air, because I feel like there's an energy of being ignored, is what I feel like. And that's like so immature. There's no communication. There needs to be honest, truthful communication. You're welcome. Love for May, specifically if you see someone from a distance, or if anything comes through on where I would meet them. Okay. That's true, Shell. All right. Especially if you see someone from a distance, or if anything comes through on where I would meet them. Okay, let's check it out. All right, Ace of Wands. Oh my God, Nicole. Can you hear him? It's so insane when the mailman comes by. It just gave me like a little heart attack. Okay. There is some communication happening, definitely from a distance. The Eight of Wands. Definitely. Somewhere in the mountains. Where's their mountains? Are you near mountains, Rachel? Did you really hear him? No, you didn't. Guys, Lucy, I see all that pizza. Stop. Did you hear that dog? I had a little heart attack. Oh my God, I can't deal with him. Rachel. No. This person lives in a valley where there's near mountains. Okay. Right. And they're communicating from like either they're in school or they study something. I'm also seeing like medicine, like a doctor or a student or a med student or something along those lines. I'm also seeing this person being born in 1977. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like they must be like, they do some kind of medical research or something, a job of some sort, or they do some kind of like studying something, studying medicine of some sort. a lot of sweet communication. This person's like ready to get it on. With the Ace of Wands. They are, going to hand that to you as soon as possible. There's a meeting people through communication, because that's what the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands represent, communication. So yeah. So if you're on like an app, it could be plenty of fish, Page of Cups, plenty of cups. Cupid, okay, Cupid's there, or you may meet, maybe you're not on there, you want to go on there and meet them on there. If you swipe right, does that mean you're not interested? Or is it if you swipe left? Swiping left, I think shows that you're interested, right? You're going to swipe left on 2 people, maybe 3. If you're using that app, what's that app? What is that swipe app? I don't know. I'm not seeing anything serious here, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything serious. Potential. Page of Cups is not serious, but yes. And this person, I'm going to tell you, will be fire sign. It's either Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I think it's Aries. Yeah, it feels like Aries. They might have like some kind of tattoo, like a lizard or snake or something, like, one of those kinds of animals. I don't know what tattoos people get, lizard or snake or something weird like that. So I kind of pick up more on, the descriptions. I think this person's in your area, though. Okay, Holly. I hope that helped, Rachel. Like wherever in a valley, in between mountains or something, wherever that would be. I'm going to come on tonight, you guys, too. So if anybody needs to get questions answered, if anything comes up, I'll be on later this evening. 3-month reading with Holly and Simon. Okay, thank you. Thanks. I'm seeing someone called Simon. What does the next 3 months hold for us? Okay, the next 3 months for Holly and Simon, please. Let's take a look. Did anybody resonate with that reading today? That felt real strong. Oh, did it, Lucy? That's good. Funny how those things happen. Anybody else? I don't know. Everyone's gone. Okay. The Hierophant is here for Holly. Next 3 months. Wow. Is this person a Taurus? Somebody a Taurus here? Or acts like a Taurus? Very, very knowledgeable, wise type of person, whether they're a Taurus or not. There may be like a commitment or a communication, like learning something from Simon. So gaining some knowledge. He feels very smart to me, like a Simon says. A Simon. Like a teacher. He's a Libra, Holly is Sagittarius. Yeah. Libra males tend to come across as like teacher-esque, don't they? All right, so let's see. Page 1, 4 of Swords. Okay. Um, you've been seeing him. I mean, I feel like this person will give you a sense of peace. They make you feel like calm. Okay. Very healing energy, but a lot of fun to be around him. I feel like the month of May is going to be very crucial for discussing traditional roles in relationships. For some reason, I feel like that conversation's going to happen. So, for example, something along the lines of, well, this is how I was raised, this is what I believe. If you have already had that conversation, then there's kind of like a reinforcement of that conversation one more time. For some reason, I feel like that's going to happen. But that, I feel that conversation after that happens, then it kind of like evens out. Then it becomes like the connect. This has to happen first for some reason. I don't know why. And then I feel like in June is like playtime. I kind of feel like Simon needs to know that somebody's on the same page as him before he actually lets his emotions out or shares how he feels. Right. Which is so he kind of feels, which is so not normal for a Libra male, but it feels to me, because they're usually pretty hilarious and fun, but I feel like he's just got this thing where in May he's got to just tell you the deal or something, explain something like, look, this is how it works, this is how it works with me, this is how I operate, this is how I work, right? But it's just the way he does it in the next 3 months. I feel like it's coupled with a lot of playfulness and fun. And I just see there's like a sense of peace and relaxation that comes over the connection going forward. I mean, if you're asking me the question, like, are you going to be married? I mean, you would have to be specific with that. But you didn't. So what's really coming up, what holds for you is a sense of stability, because the Four of Swords, just the number 4 in itself represents stability, and the Hierophant represents stability. And in between all that, there is an element of play. So there's not too much like all work and no play. So it feels to me like he just kind of like is going to say something to you in May about his structure or what he's learned, his religious beliefs or what he's learned from his parents or his spiritual beliefs and stuff like that. And really just kind of like that's going to be very symbolic in May. And then, and then going out through the next 3 months. And then the Page of Wands is like, but we can still go have fun. So he's not all fuddy-duddy. He's like a little bit, he's fun too, to some degree. I feel like he's got a little bit of a mischievous character about him in some way. It's like he goes between the Hierophant energy and the Page of Wands, where he's like very matter of fact and very religious and very knowledgeable and very wise. And then he's like mischievous at the same time, like a little kooky, like, likes to play sports, or he's just got an element of fun about him. But it's a very peaceful, relaxing next 3 months. I don't feel like you're going to have to like stress whatsoever. I feel like he wants to let you know what he's about. And even more so, even more deeply, like it just progresses a little bit deeper. But it relaxes him to be able to, I feel like it's very healing to have this connection with you. So it looks good. Is that holly or holy? Holy Eastwood. I was saying holly. He must have Libra somewhere, or Taurus. Not Libra. He must have Taurus somewhere in his chart. Maybe in his Venus or his moon. Ain't nothing holy about Holly. Do you know Miss Eastwood? Lucy's drinking again. No, I'm just kidding. Remember that time Sam told Diane, wait, am I in a Cheers episode? What the hell's going on here? Remember the time that Sam told, what am I talking about? Hold on. Oh, yeah, Samantha in the group told Diane that she was drinking too much or something. Oh, this is Holly. Holy Holly. Okay. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you, I have to like find a place where I can do my readings where I don't have to listen to these squeezy balloons upstairs. That floor is so loud with the squeezy balloons. Yeah, I remember she got real mad. She got so mad that she just was like, she went off the deep end. Remember? Sam and Diane. The hell? All right. Did anyone? I kind of feel like that reading was just so heavy. I don't know if I'm going to let that play. I might actually do another one because that was really heavy. That was really deep and intense and felt like a personal reading for someone specifically. Is it just me? Yes, I'm trying to find the other reading. I can't find that. What happened to it? I wonder if it just disappeared. Crack the whip is good. Some need to know that these men are just not that into them. Yeah. Somebody new in the chat. Hey, Sean, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the chat. Chit chatty chat. The chit chatty chat. Yes, part 1. I don't know where it went. Because I need to rename that. Oh, you found it? Okay. Wait, maybe I can. Oh, I got it here. All right, let me see. It says it's still processing. See, let me tell you what happens here. Because of YouTube taking so long, I use the YouTube Studio app because this is how creators keep track of things. So what happens is when I upload a video, I don't see it uploaded until it's finished processing. And it processes for a day. It takes 24 hours now to get the video up on my end. But on your end, for some reason, it shows already. For some reason, you get the video before I get to see it. So let me see. Okay. I can't sub to myself. It won't let me. YouTube is delaying. YouTube, when you upload video, the processing is a filter. It goes through filters to make sure that it's okay. And especially if you are a YouTube creator and you have partnership and you have YouTube partnership and you monetize, you have to follow certain ad guidelines. So if you have monetized videos, your sponsors only allow certain wording and certain things on your YouTube channel. That's why every time there's music, it won't go through. So there's a lot of what do you call it? Restrictions. So now with COVID, because they have less people to do the filtering process, videos are being delayed and taking a while to upload. So yeah, that's what's happening. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to fill out this thing here. So when you guys go onto my channel, are you able to see it? Because this is what I see. Well, let me show you if I can get it up there. There, you see? Processing video. It does that for like 24 hours. Meanwhile, you guys are seeing the video, but I'm not. So I don't know if it's up. So I think I'm going to do oh, you wanted to know if you're going to be together and move forward? Oh. Well, I'm not seeing anything that says you won't be together, so I feel like that's a yes, Holly, because he's willing to tell you what he's looking for in a relationship. A man that's not willing to move forward with you wouldn't tell you that because he doesn't care. So it seems to me that with the Hierophant there, that's talking about commitment. All right, Luce, thanks. That's fine. Yeah, she's reading it late, so she needs to hit her refresh button, I guess, or she'll just listen to it. Oh, it's in subscriptions. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't even know how many people saw the video or anything like that. I actually told somebody off in my comments section the other day, and I never ever do that. Never. It was under my last video, and I don't know who it was. I think she's been in this chat before, but she made a comment that she's tired of watching the videos that don't have any timestamps, and she doesn't have time to go looking for them. And just some stupid stuff. And I honestly, I swear, when I started doing my channel and uploading the videos and stuff, it was great, and people loved it. And there weren't a lot of us back then. I think I might have been, So it's been like 4 years, but I think there was it was just kind of taken off, a little bit. There were some who were, way in the beginning. Ever since then, it's inundated with tarot card readers now. It's like incredible, and it's hard because there's so many people who just are reading the damn cards. They don't even know what they're doing. All they're seeing is dollar signs, and those people will fail. And then you see people who are just kind of like they're taking off, right? Those people will fail because they are. They're not really trying to help people. Their intentions are not good. They're just trying to get the fame and the glory and the whole YouTube experience. But anyway, that's not my concern. But when it used to start and people would leave comments, they're very positive. Now it's nothing but comparing, leaving nasty comments. And then YouTube had to put that thing in, community guidelines, to be careful of the things that you say. That's how bad it got. And I would never react to any of the comments because I just thought it was petty. But man, I went off. And I just told her she's an idiot. I mean, there's always timestamps on my videos, and it's collective reading. And honestly, I'm sick and tired of people just popping in, and it's very selfish because, the only money that I ever collect is when I offer personal readings. But the actual uploading, all that stuff is free. I do that on my own time because I love to do it and I love to give the message. And believe me, even though my videos are monetized, you can't honestly think I'm living off of that because I don't live off of that. It's not enough to live off of. It's not that, Mark. It's people got more time to just sit and complain, because when people are out working and they're busy in their lives and they're focusing on, what's going on around them, they don't have time to sit and complain. The problem is people are not busy enough. And if they're stressed about what's going on in their lives, they need to get some freaking help and not sit there blaming other people. I don't listen to excuses. And there's no excuse for stress and not stress. There's no excuse for abuse towards people. I don't accept that behavior, not from anyone, not even my dog. It's like, what the hell? And so I'm not the most compassionate person, right? I am, but I'm compassionate towards people who are innocent. I'm not compassionate towards people who are abusive. My children, unconditional love. They'll always get my unconditional love, but I'm firm with them. But I'm not compassionate with people who just don't know how to behave. That's it. This is the bottom line. This is like, here it is. Everybody's got stuff. Everybody's got problems. There's no excuse for, going anywhere and just bitching and placing blame on people and going after them, and you know what? It's petty and it's ridiculous. It's selfish. It's not being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and just say, that reading, I didn't really agree with it, but you know what? Maybe it wasn't for me, or maybe I won't come back here because I don't like her readings. How about that? Instead of just leaving nasty comments, if I don't like something, if I don't like a piece of food, I don't go back and eat that piece of food again and then just sit there and complain about it all day long. I just don't eat that again. Yeah, well, I'm not the mental health whisperer here. People have mental health issues. Sorry, Mark, I don't agree. I'm sorry. You got to go see a doctor then. There's no excuse for abuse, period. I don't put up with that. I don't believe in that. If you have a mental health problem and I don't know you, well, you got to go take that mental health problem somewhere else. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm a tarot card reader. And it's just no excuse. Oh, God. Oh, she didn't mean to yell at you. She just has mental health disorder. Is she diagnosed? Did she go to the doctor? I mean, that's like me saying, oh, I forgive you because you have a mental health disorder. I assume, but I don't know for a fact. It's not about like getting mad. It's about, you're not going to talk to me that way, so you need to get off my channel. And I removed her, and she can't come here anymore because I don't want that. I don't want that in my life, even here on my channel. This is a place, of truth and honesty, right? And I give people the opportunity to say what they want to say. My comments are always open. My live chats are always open. I have blocks on certain obscenities, and people who are really abusive get removed. But opinions are welcome. I don't have a problem with that. But complaining, I don't like that. If you have something constructive to say, put it in the feed box and say, hey, I think your videos would be better if you did A, B, or C, or you changed your camera angle or your lighting, or you stuck to a particular topic or whatever it might be. But complaining, your stuff's too long. I can't find the timestamp. I don't have time to go looking for it. That's like a Kardashian spoiled little princess. And that's like an absolute, get off my channel. And I'm not the only one on YouTube who does these tarot card readings or anything. That, I'm not big enough to not say anything yet. And one day, when I am big enough, I won't have time to respond. I'll just hire people to remove them and respond to them. But I can still stay connected to you guys, and I can still be interactive with you all. Maybe I'll never get big enough for that. I don't really care. But the point is, that's not what we're about here. We're about truth, but we're not about abuse at all. Thank you, Clara. I appreciate that. I just can't stand that. People, I lose respect for hypocrisy, and I lose respect for people who have the ability to do something and they don't do it, and they expect others to do it for them. You got legs. You have the capacity up to a particular level to do the things that you can do, and you're not utilizing that. And instead, you'd rather complain and abuse and place blame and, there's a lack of accountability. People, I find today, it just seems to be the atmosphere that people just want to blame everyone else for everything instead of just, I draw this circle when somebody's complaining about something. I draw this circle. I go like this. This is your backyard, and this is all you need to be concerned about right here, right now. Making your, that Man in the Mirror song from Michael Jackson, make your world the best you can be, right? That's not living in a bubble. You have a certain ratio, you're a certain diameter, or a certain radius, diameter, that levels out that you can take care of. You can make your world paradise if you wish to. And if you want to, go outside of your world and try to help make others' worlds better, that's fine. But sitting and complaining doesn't change things in life. I'm just preachy today. Let me tell you what. I try not to get like that here on my channel because I just don't like all the drama and the dramatic feedback. But you know what? I'm at the point now where it's like, I think people just need to be told. I think people not need to be told, but I think, if you feel like you're being oppressed, you got to stand up and fight back. But fight back like altruistically, not fighting back by complaining, placing blame. It's not fighting back. Flacker's De Niro. Oh, yeah. The circle of trust. That's right. This is your world. Take care of what's in your own backyard. Take care of your circle. People in your circle of influence, family, friends, loved ones, these are the most important people in your life. And those are the people that you keep close to you by your side, that, are good people, whoever they might be. And the people outside of your sphere of influence, well, they got to earn their way in. So she replied to me and said, for someone who talks about love, you're sure not a loving person. Guess what? Love does not equate to being a doormat. Love is not equated with, I have kids. I love them sometimes really hard, sometimes tough love. Love is not laying yourself down to be walked all over and taken advantage of. That's not love. And I think that's where people get confused. I'm thinking of that Jerry Maguire scene. What do you mean I ain't got a heart? Don't tell me I ain't got a heart. I got all this fucking heart, he says. Excuse my French, but yeah. I'm all heart, mother effer. I was just like, get out of here. You're not going to abuse me and expect me to love you back. Are you kidding? Do I look like a dog? I guess it surprised her because she thought she could get away with it and try to make me feel guilty for standing up for myself. Get the hell out of here. You come into my house. That's like someone inviting you over for dinner, and you go into their house and complain about the food they placed in front of you. Ungrateful, unappreciative. And then you stand up and say, get out of my house, and they make you feel guilty. Well, I thought you cared. They make you feel guilty because you stood up for yourself and said, you're not going to come into my house and insult me. You're a guest here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you think if you invited someone over and they sat at your table and complained about every single thing that you gave them on their plate and they insulted you and abused you, would you say, well, I guess you have mental issues. I'm sorry. No offense, Mark. I'm not saying that you would do that. I understand you have a compassionate heart, but understand this. There's a line you have to draw. And when somebody does something like that, obviously they do have mental abuse issues or mental issues, but dinner's over. Time for you to go. But that's not the majority of people, right? That's not the majority of people. Most people, when you invite them over for a meal, they're very grateful and they're very helpful and they're very appreciative of that. That's a few and far between. But on YouTube, everybody's got some kind of mental issue. Most of my subscribers are very kind and very warm and very loving. And I've been very blessed to keep having those people and like you guys in the chat. But there's that select group on here, the trolls and these angry people. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think when you get, I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like that chat. In fact, Lucy, I might make you like an administrator of my channel. I'll have to talk to you about it because you can manage the comments and things like that. There's it's a detail, but it's a detailed thing, but I have to look into it. But I definitely, because I don't want to be bothered with those comments. No, kindness is not weakness. It still has boundaries, right? And I think that, if somebody does have a mental issue or stuff going on, well, that's nice or fine but you can't even just assume that. It doesn't mean that. Some people are really selfish assholes. Not ever, just because someone's being selfish doesn't mean they have a mental issue. There might just be people out there who are just assholes. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. It really doesn't matter what the issue is. So, yeah, that's just my stance on that. And like I said, I don't normally reply to comments like that. I just delete them because I can't be bothered. But I think I'm getting to the point now where it's like, I want to keep the comments open for you guys because I like sometimes to read them and I like for you guys to talk. But honestly, it's like getting real out of control. And unfortunately with me, it's a one strike, you're out. So if you leave a rude comment, I don't give any chances after that. The first sign of abuse, if I determine that to be an abusive comment, it's one strike, you're out. I'll delete the comment and I'll delete you from ever seeing my channel again or being able to subscribe to it or be on it at all. You'll be hidden unless you make a new account. Because I have a one chance out the door policy after that. Your only chance is to come correct the first time. I'll have to look and see because I think that I think there's like an administrative position now, managing certain things in the YouTube channel. I think I remember somebody deleting comments for me in the comments section on YouTube. Let me see. All right. Did this video show up? See, it's still processing for me. I can't even see how many views it has. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to come back on tonight, Roswell. I think let's do like a, I want to try like a no tarot card type of session. Oh, okay, thanks. Like, I don't know, never mind. I was just thinking of something and now I'm like, my ADD kicked in and now I'm looking at something else here. Yeah, what time is it? So I'll be on till 5 and then I'm going to come back on around, I think 8 p.m. It'll be good. Awesome, Brenda. Thanks. Thanks, Brenda. No, I don't. I just, like I said, I delete and dismiss. All right, so what is your question? Okay, look ahead. I wish I could just keep the video running like all the way up. all night. I could just sit here and do readings. All right, look ahead, 3 months. The Hangman, Piscean energy. 2 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Huh. Is this a love reading that you're trying to get? So I will tell you something. So as far as love is like on hold right now, but because I feel like there's a career situation that's really important at this time, or a money situation that's really important, trying to balance the money right now, either you or just all around in general, love in general, okay, for all people, right? There's people are very focused, not so much on love right now, the next 3 months, very focused on their family, wealth, their money, things like that, because right now, in April, there's an energy of like being stuck. Okay, just being stuck. I'm not seeing love coming in here. Okay. But the 2 does represent partnership, and the 10 does represent like a finale, having everything coming together. So, but there's no emotion happening here, is what I feel. So what I feel like this has more to do with partnership, either in a business or a family business, or going into business with a partner. It could be a Pisces, but I am not seeing like a love situation. But now we are 10 of Cups. Okay, 2 10s. So if you're not involved with a Pisces, there could be a Pisces, who doesn't. I feel like it's crazy. I feel like this is a dreamer. This person is a dreamer. They dream about having a happy family and the marriage and all that stuff. This could be somebody that you meet through work. If you don't already know them, you can meet this person through work. There's a balanced partnership, though. We're going into some type of business or something with this person. So that's what I feel like is coming forward for you. This might be like, I don't know if you do some kind of like prayer or meditation or yoga, like we were saying last time, yoga on a large lily pad. There's an energy here of like, I don't know, like she's got a witch's hat. So I don't know if you practice some kind of like witchy stuff or something, because, or wizardry or magic or something. I see you, you know what? I see you long term actually getting married and having a child. Do you have like a connection to a grandfather or something who was like a wise old man or a wizard or something along those lines? It's such a weird message, but I actually see you like connecting with this Pisces, but this thing between you doesn't happen for a very, very, very long time. Like you guys age, you get older, is how I feel. You even change your hair color later. But this person is like super, super laid back and just goes with the flow and doesn't stress about things. Kind of like a little bit of a hippie kind of thing. Kind of like big child too. Like he likes to hang upside down a lot, stretch his back. He might have back problems. He stretches his back a lot. Loves very much his family. Dreams of having a family. So, yeah. Look, here's the Two of Cups. You guys definitely connect. You have like a mutual understanding. You do. Like there's a magic that happens between you. Two souls meet. Yep. Because look, you see that lotus up there? And that magic? Those look like sperms. Whoa. And then look at this. That's the Ace of Cups. It's the big giant Ace of Cups. And that sits on this hanging man. This person, wow, is dreaming of meeting his soul partner. Yep, that's you. And you guys, I think you go into business together or something. Now, I'm not saying all this is going to happen in the next 3 months. This actually feels like stuff will begin to manifest in the next 3 months. But I feel like this is continuous. This just keeps going on and on and on. This person, this partner, this is a Pisces. Connecting with a Pisces. Cool read. Cool read. All right. All right. We have 11 more minutes. Is anybody else going to get a personal reading? I'm going to try and come back on tonight. I still have some questions to answer that you guys posted questions. Oh boy, excuse me. Does it get real quiet? I gotta see where it ends because I don't know where I left off. You're welcome, Brenda. Yeah, see, I don't know where I left off. The reading's kind of incomplete because my sound went off and I was still talking. That's the problem. On YouTube. Let's see, I'm just looking here. I'm looking. Toxic energy release. Yeah, so it doesn't even let me play the video back because for me, it is still processing. Let's see. Oh, you didn't hear me clarify the Fool card? Get out. Oh, well, too late now. Can't do anything about that. I mean, I'm sure most people who know hear Fool card means taking a risk. So maybe I'll just take the comments off because I'm sure they'll be complaining. The Fool card or the first card? The Fool card was the first card. Wait, I thought I clarified that in the first part of the reading. Oh, well. It is what it is. I'm not going to redo it. Excuse me. It happens. I see so many YouTubers on here having like trouble with YouTube getting stuff up. Hey, Jeff. Thank you. Stay safe in Illinois. Looks like you guys are really getting hit hard out there. I think we're up to like over 70,000 cases here in New Jersey. It's crazy. Hey, Tanja, how are you? Welcome, welcome. What would you think if I just did a Q&A session of just Super Chat donations for however much you wanted to donate? I would just pull one card. During COVID, during this whole thing, because I know a lot of people are struggling for money right now. So instead of just requesting $20 for 3 cards, you could pay whatever you're capable to pay. Just donate through the Super Chat and ask your question, and I'll just give one card reading. Thanks, Jeff. See, that's my friend right there. Yep. I so appreciate that. I like when I hear those good comments, because sometimes it just is needed, because again, I don't often read the comments or anything like that, and it just reinforces me to keep going always. If it wasn't for you guys, why would I be doing this? So I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's very kind. Yes, he can come for dinner again. That's right. Until he complains about the lima beans, then he's out. Yeah, so if anyone wants to come back on, any of the moderators, I think what I'm going to do is, instead of doing the 20, just whatever you want to donate. If you donate, the question will get answered with a card, but whatever amount you want to donate. All right, so let's try to do that. Let's try to do that until, let's see, I'm going to come back on tonight and I'll start that. And try to do that for Sunday as well. And if I happen to come on, let's try it for over the weekend and see how it goes. Yes, they can donate whatever amount they want. And I'll ask a question, and I'll just pull one card to give them the answer. And no PayPal. They can just donate through the Super Chat. The only thing, Mark and Lucy and Toki and whoever's here, is that once the Super Chats come in, it's really hard to keep track of the questions. So if you guys can prepare, we'll do a test run tonight. There probably won't be a lot of people, but if there are, it's hard to keep track of the questions with the Super Chat. I mean, but we'll try. Yeah. just because of the virus going around and stuff. I know people are struggling, and not everyone. I've noticed that the revenues have gone down a bit, so I'll try to just stay in line with that. I don't want to be greedy. So I'll be back on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening. So I will try to answer questions through donations, donation questions for whatever amount they want. There you go. All right, so we have 2 minutes. Let's leave with a special message. Give me a second. Let me get a deck. I think I'll just use the Romance Angels deck. No, I'm sorry, the Lover's Oracle deck, because I like these messages the best. All right, message for the rest of the weekend for everyone in the chat. Free one, Lover's Oracle message here. A little extra. Let's see, what is your lover's message? Okay. Oh, that's nice. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. In sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. And that is not, we're not talking about that abusive relationship you were in. You don't have to honor that. This could be someone who's very important to you, whom you love and you care for very much. It could even be your pet. You're being advised to honor that person or place or thing, whether they're with you or not, because it's sacred. Okay, so I'm going to go. I will be back in about 3 hours, and we'll try the super chat thing. And I guess, Mark, you're probably going to be the only one here because I don't have any more moderators, unless Toki shows up. But I don't know, Toki, if you're still here, what your schedule's like. Lucy, are you going to be on? Oh, tell me you're not coming on. I don't think you have to be up in the morning, do you? All right, you guys. So I will see you later. Thanks for hanging out. All right, bye.